Welcome, everybody. Wild Country Daily Entertainment here with you. I wanted to touch a little bit on this article here. Um, I got a couple opinions, got a couple theories, opinions that maybe might set a light bulb off in somebody's head saying, yeah, I better prepare. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but at least take measures just in case because we don't know what's going on. Um, we know how mainstream lies to us, so we don't really know the truth other than what we see on mainstream news about Iran and US. So we got to take their word for it. Say they are telling the truth, and say Trump did say that he's going to obliterate Iran's power plant if they don't open the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, what if Trump does that? What if they don't open it and Trump does that? And we start obliterating every power plant, every power infrastructure they have to cripple their energy. We already supposedly went after oil ships. You see the results from that: gas prices going up, propane going up, oil going up. Summer's coming up, right? In a lot of states, usually we got hot temperatures. I mean, hot, extreme hot. A lot of older people can't handle the heat. They get heat exhaustion. A lot of younger people that are into sports, you hear a lot of them passing out from dehydration, pushing too hard in the heat, uh, trying to be the best, player you can be, a sports player. Our energy right now isn't the best. It's weak. Has it gotten better over the years? Yeah. But could there be improvements at some locations? Hell yeah. So if we do that, you don't think Iran's going to take our energy grid out in a couple of the cities? They wouldn't even have to do a couple of cities. They'd only have to hit maybe 3, 4 major grids, power grids, and it's going to wipe out half of the country. No AC, hot as hell, people passing out, people perishing. It could get ugly. So I'm just saying, prepare. Take measures. Because threats are going from country to country. Trump's threatening them, they're threatening us. And I just want to say, be prepared. This source here is from Al Jazeera. So they're saying Iran, I don't know why they said Iran, but that's how it starts off. Iran has threatened to hit energy sites in the Middle East after U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to attack the country's power plants if Tehran does not open the strategic Strait of Hormuz. So they go into further details. Immediately after power plants and infrastructure in our country are targeted, vital infrastructure as well as energy and oil infrastructure across the entire region will be considered legitimate targets and will be irreversibly destroyed. Now, I don't know this person's name, so I'm just going to say G, because his name starts with a G. So G wrote, So Al Jazeera goes on to say that G said that regional infrastructures would become legitimate targets should Iran's facility be hit, and that Tehran's retaliation would increase the price of oil for a long time. They go on to say his comments came after Trump on Saturday said that US would obliterate Iran's power plants if it did not open the Strait of Hormuz. They go on to say Iran, which has effectively blockaded the Strait of Hormuz since the US and Israel attacked the country on February 28th, maintains that the key waterway is already open except to the US and its allies. They go on to say the effective closure of the strait narrow choke point through which about a fifth of global oil and liquefied natural gas supplies normally transit has caused the worst oil crisis since 1970s. So, they go on to say Iran's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Abs Argaichi, or however you say that, also insisted that the waterway was not closed, indicating the comments on X that the US and Israel were responsible for the recent disruption. So they're saying they didn't close it. They're saying it's because the US and Israel, not Iran. But they go on to say either Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard warned that it would completely shut the Strait of Hormuz if Trump executes his threats to attack Iranian energy facilities, which I don't blame him. They further go on to say in a statement, IRGC said that companies with U.S. shares will be completely destroyed if Washington targets Iranian energy facilities, and that energy facilities in countries that host U.S. bases will be lawful targets for Iran. So, you somewhat get the picture why I'm putting that out there to maybe take measures now just in case they ain't playing, just in case things aren't being told to us correctly and they get mad because they end up doing a FF to them to make them FF here. And I'm not going to say the word. You know what FF is by now. Take it into consideration, please, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you have any questions. And if you think I'm on the right path. Or do you think nothing's going to happen at all? Like any other year, like any other time, it's nothing burgers. What do you think is going to come out of this? Do you think we're getting the full story of what they're doing? Or do you think we're only getting the half-fed spoon and the mainstream making it look way worse than what it is? That they've done it before, why not do it again? Problem, reaction, solution. I don't know. Let me know. Peace out.